Okay, hi guys. So I will just take a few minutes to check the connection and make sure everything works fine, the light, that you can see the things. So I will be getting my brushes ready. So it is going to be a long video of the sculpted stiletto nails. I will take like a few minutes before we start, just so we get a few people in, especially those ones which have been waiting with the wines. I could actually ask you to share the knowledge with me, because it's good to share. So press the share button so the other friends can watch how we do the stiletto nails as well. I have been playing a little bit before we have connected here, and I have already done, so I give you a sneak preview. That's a unicorn theme, very popular at the moment, and I will do a demo how to sculpt, how to pinch. If there is anyone who wants to do the nails the same time what I'm doing, you could get ready your nail forms, your gels. I'm going to use the soft pink, the crystal gel, and I'm going to use the secret pink for a nice nail bed elongation. I will be using my brushes, and that's a gel brush. That's my angular brush for the smile lines, so they're nice and crisp. For the smile lines I use the Paint on French gel. It's also great for the designs. Then for fading I will use the Micro Styler number 40, a great brush for any kind of nail art. I'm also going to work with 150 by 180 nail file. It's a straight file, and I do really like this file because it keeps my shape of the nails really nice and straight. Some white buffer and other files, 180 by 180, and a buffer 100 by 180. You are going to need your prep products, so universal air bond, some blue scrap, and the top coat of course, and I'm going to use the soak of top gel. I have also prepped a little few colors of the gel polishes, and that's some pink, purple, blue and green, just so we can do this fading effect of the unicorn. So you can see that's the colors we're going to use. Another product you will need is some foils. You will need some Mix and Mingle Mermaid powder, wipes, and the scissors, because I'm always cutting my forms. We've got a really nice audience at the moment, so I will be starting. The first thing what I do is I take a 180 grit file, and I'm going to etch the surface of my natural nail. Okay, I will move this camera a little bit higher so you can see better. There we are. Perfect. I can't see, but you can see. So I'm prepping my natural nail. I have to do a little bit bigger prep just because I had extensions on those nails before. But if you're working on the natural nail, the prep is very gentle. And then the form application. think this is a really important part when doing a nails. First of all, the shape you apply your form, that's the shape you are going to get on your nails. Hi Kasia, yes, your nails are amazing, it's all your fault, you wanted a unicorn, so now I have to get some unicorn stiletto as well. So that's the forms I'm using. I peel the sticker just to get an extra support and place it on the back. Then because of my fat fingers I have to really cut this form, otherwise it's not going to fit in well. You can see the difference in the shape of my natural nail and how nicely I managed to pinch this nail. So it's nice and slim compared to my natural nail, which is much bigger. And to achieve this look, even if you've got really short nail beds and wide nails, especially those sides on your fingers when they're huge, you have to cut the form. Hi Victoria and hi Linda, and to do so I'm not going to cut much of it here, it will be more on the sides because that's my problematic area where my fingers are the widest. So I'm cutting it to make it bigger. Okay, so I still keep this length here. On this finger I've got high hyponychium, so I will need to knick it a little bit, but I didn't have to do it on the other ones. Hi Vicky. So, so just a very small cut. And then I'm closing the wings into a nice point. I want to do the most of the pinching with the form. I keep, because this finger goes naturally down, I know we're doing a stiletto nails, but again I don't want them to drop like drastically down. I want them to be a nice shape, so I keep my wings open, but they are the same level. I check the position of my finger, and it is a little bit squint, so I have to find the balance, and my balance is going to be in between the first and the second bone, so that goes nice and straight compared to the other ones. Yep, cool. And I can close the form. Got too many notifications, you can see all those noises in the background. So I have pinched it really strong with my fingers, but then later on we will be pinching also with the pinching clamps as well. Now I will try to show you as much as possible, but I want those nails to look nice, so sometimes I will be pulling my hand a little bit. I do apologize for that, because otherwise I cannot see it with the camera. Because we have touched the nails so many times, I do take a tiny bit of the blue scrub and dehydrate my nail plate again. Then use some primer and an universal air bond. I love this product and it's a really must-have for everyone, especially with the gel. Normally we have to apply either a bonding gel or other different primer, and you have to cure it, but with this one you don't have to, so that saves you lots of time. Okay, and then we're going to use the crystal gel. So I'm taking a little bit and apply all over my natural nail. Nice and thin, almost like a nail polish. Then I pick up a proper scalp and build the skeleton of the nail. I love this gel. First of all, it cures so quick, and then secondly, it self-levels so much. That's your job is done always much quicker. Okay, now I'm going to cure it, and now the curing time is really important. The crystal gel cures in 30 seconds. We hit spike. It cures in 30 seconds, but to be able to pinch, I have to cure it only for a half time, and this is going to be a 15 seconds. So that's the 15 seconds gone. Double checking, yes, it is cured, and then I take the pinching clamp and I start my pinching. Okay, a few important, now I have to cure it for another 15 seconds. A very important things when it comes to the pinching clamps. First of all, like I might actually even have it. Yeah, I should have it. Yes, there we are. So there are a few different types of the pinching clamps, yeah? I'm using the Nail Perfect clear ones, but then lots of people are using the metal ones. For acrylics, perfect. You can use those pinching clamps for acrylics, no problem at all. But please do not use it with gel. The reason for it is that's a metal, and the metal doesn't get the light to go through it, so your product is not going to be cured at the sides and the places where this pinching clamp is touching it. You need a clear one so the lights can go through and cure your product properly. That's another pinching clamp, but they are used for the acrylics. The problem when it comes to the pinching of the gel is that the gel has kind of memory, and it gets back to the shape, so it has to be pinched during a curing process. So that's my skeleton done, and then a secret pink gel to extend the nail bed. It looks nice and strongly, highly pigmented, which means you don't have to put much of the product on. Sorry guys, that's it, so I can see at least a little bit. Again, nice and thin, like a nail polish, because this way you get a really nice fading around the cuticle area, and you don't have too big excess of the product on the sides. Nice and thin, and then I'm picking up a huge scalp to build up my nail bed, starting at the apex area and working down. When I do the stiletto nails, I usually try to do it the same length, which is going to the letter S. There we are, clean my brush. So that's the nail bed done. And then I'm just correcting it a little bit. Okay, you can see that there was hardly any move, and then I cure it. The sculpting gels, especially highly pigmented, you have to, oh, thank you Victoria, keep me in track. Like I think I will lift the camera up a little bit so you can see it, maybe not as close up, but a little bit more. Okay, I just flash cured my product to make sure it doesn't run. Okay, there we are, and I'm going to pull this a little bit higher. Okay, I hope this is better now. I can see it better. Okay, you should see it too. Perfect. Hi Heather, hi Adriana, thank you Victoria again. So you keep me in track. That's your responsibility for today, yeah? Make sure I'm in focus. But there we are. Let's finish about the secret pinks gels. This is a highly pigmented gel, and you have to always cure it 3 minutes to make sure it is fully cured. You don't apply it also too thick, because then it might run on the sides. Hi Beata. And then there we are, the soft pink gel. So we've got Sculpting soft pink gel. Hi Hannah. Yes Victoria, too much wine. I will be needing one after that as well. So that's my nail cured. I'm getting back on you guys. Now I need to build up a little bit more of the structure on my free edge because we have done only the skeleton of the nail. So there we are. I'm in focus now. I'm taking a soft pink gel and I'm just applying it to give a strength and a structure to my stiletto nail. I check my side walls to make sure they exist. And then I check the other side. Check my shape from the side view, and you can see it. I'm missing a tiny bit of product in here, so I'm going to add it on. All of those 3 gels got completely different consistencies, so with each of them I'm working totally different. Say the soft pink, I would say, is the thickest gel, and you could leave it for like hours and it's not going to run as much as the clear gel does. Okay, now I'm doing a cure. This gel cures in 3 minutes, so if I want to extra pinch, I have to cure it for a half time, which is going to be 1.5 minutes, and that's what I'm going to do it now. So 1.5 minutes cure, and then I can pinch again, take off the form and file the shape, and then after that I will show you how I do my French, because for those bright colors for unicorn fade, we want the French as a background. Okay, so I can take, that's maybe like a few seconds longer, and then I can pinch. Again, I take those clear ones, and as I have said, there is a reason behind using those clear ones instead of the metal ones. You can also get those pinching clamps from our website, which is www.nailperfect.net. I can actually show you it here. There we are. So that's the website where I've got those pinching clamps and the micro styler brush. I think those, like, that's kind of that's must have the paint on French as well. I just totally in love with those products. But there we are. I can pinch it again. Just checking. Yep, I'm missing a little bit product here. I can see it now. So I have put my clamp again. You don't want to put it like here, or you don't want to put it only at the end. The place you're putting it is a little like, I can show you maybe on the natural nail. So where the place you have to put your pinching clamp is where the corners of the smile line, like half away maybe the natural nail. Okay, so that's the position of the pinching clamp. There we are. I can put it in. That's R&D nails you will do in a salon. Of course, it's a more competition styles and a portfolio. And I do it quite a lot for the magazine works, so they will be sent probably to some of it. I can see the screen of my phone pretty well, so if you've got any questions, feel free to ask them, and during the time when I don't talk, I could answer your questions. It could be anything related, like, I don't know, about onychomycosis, oncolysis, other nail disorders, or what to do in a case of the broken nail, or what to do in a case if you cannot pinch the nails, or any other questions. There is no stupid questions, so anything you want to ask, guys. Hi Beata. There we are. So I have said I have missed a little bit product here in the corner, And you know what, I'm going to add it because it's a 30 seconds cure, and I rather to have a tiny bit more than not enough. So there we are, just a little bit in this corner, just in case. So 30 seconds. Then UV cleanser to remove the sticky layer, because 1% of the gel never cures. And then I will start shaping the nail. Oh, actually I could, I thought I will be filing just with the nail files, but I will take my drill as well, just to show you a little bit. So I'm curing, 30 seconds gone. So that's my magic machine, and I totally love it so much. Now I'm going to pull the form down the way. Then you can see the shape of the nail. So there we are, we don't need the stuff. Remove the sticky layer. And then start shaping the nail. So for stiletto nails, I file in a triangle shape, one side and other side. Of course, I do try to make a shape, sculpt the shape once I'm applying the gel, so I don't have as much file later on. So the sides are done a little bit. Now I can take my drill, and there is a bit which I love on it. So I put on a pretty low speed because there is not much of the file to be done. You can hear that's a really nice and quiet one. And then with almost not much of the pressure, I'm just smoothing out the surface of the nail. What I love about these beads, and like especially when you're working with the clients which never had actually a drill on their hand, they sometimes a little bit afraid of it. So I show you, like they beads are so great that you can really go and file your fingers and it's not hurting. What type of drill and bead are you using? I'm using the beads from the Nail Perfect as well, and that's the saved cartridge bead. They really long life, and so does the drill. It's a key 38, and it's a portable machine. So it's really great, like especially when I have to do some demos, or even like in a salon. Actually, I'm working in my house in a dressing table, but I've got a drawer in here, so what I know, oh, there we are, you can see it. What I do is I keep my drill inside the drawer when it's closed, because it don't need to be connected to the cable, and then the dust doesn't get in there, so that probably prolongs the life of it. And it's so light, like, and absolutely awesome. So, as I say, it's so safe to use it, and if someone is afraid, like the clients, I just go over my fingers to show them that it's not going to hurt them. Of course, you need a training to be able to use the drill. Hi Fiona, I wish I could have... Oh, you mean like have the stiletto nails? Maybe one day. For 2 days. Okay, I'm getting the shape pretty nice. So I can switch off the drill. Then swap to the hand file, just to perfect it. Trochę niżej, bo słabo widać. Ok, Patrycja napisała mi: Dorotko, kamerkę trochę niżej, bo słabo widać. Dobra. Już oddaję trochę niżej. Okay, so camera a little bit lower so you can see better. There we are. I hope it is better now. Okay, so that's the main shape done with the drill, and then perfecting this shape with the file. See, that's the reason why I love those straight fire, because the shape of the nail is getting it's nice and straight. Sometimes because of the half a moon file, it's difficult to get the corners. Maybe just, I don't know, just because the files are rounded and the hand just goes this way. So the straight file is definitely better for filing the shape. And I've got Pauline asking, when do you have any advanced training courses in Fort William? When it comes to the advanced trainings, I do prefer run one-to-one session, to be honest, because every single person is on a different level, and you don't want to be in a group like with the advanced people where you felt like, no, I didn't benefit from this training. So advanced trainings, I always recommend one-to-one instead of the group. And in Fort William, I got few days left, I think, for March. I might still have something, not much left for April, May almost booked up. Then I've got still few dates left for June. In July there is not much left, and then I should be okay for some trainings in August. It is £200 for a one-to-one. Then I've got Carolina asking about the bead. Yes, the bead I'm using is from the beauty company, the Nail Perfect, and that's a carbide safety bead. I'll show you again. I just clean it. Oh, no way, I have broke a tip. So yeah, I have, so it has a wee rounded, look guys, I have hurt myself with the stiletto nail. Yeah, I have put it underneath and I break the corner off, cutting my finger, because they're so nice and sharp. Those things happen, so I have to rebuild it now. And to do so, I have to place the form exactly the same way. So if there we are. So it's actually going to be a quick fix. Maybe it will be beneficial for you too. So there we are, the form is in exactly the same place, and that's when it comes to the crystal gel. I love this gel. In case of an accident, we can quickly fix it. So there we are, that's my corner fixed. That's not everyday. That's not everyday nails, for sure. So yeah, that is really sore now. But I wanted to clean the bit. So 30 seconds and I can remove it. There we are. So I pull the form down and that's the tip fixed. I do file my stiletto nails extremely thin, like it's really extreme thin, like there's hardly any product at the end. But the reason for it is before, like after that, I'm still going to put my French gel, so I don't want this product to be over too thick. So this is the most dangerous stage, and that's the reason why I broke a tip. Went over too quick with the nail brush to clean the dust from the bit. So now very carefully, you can see I'm supporting it with my fingers. Just don't snap it off again. And Pauline, you can just send me a private message and then I can check dates for you when I'm available for a one-to-one. Now, because we have added this extra length, I'm checking the length, so this one is a little bit longer. Okay, I'm almost happy with the shape, just the last final touches. Frankie, how much is your one-to-one? One-to-one is £200 and that's in Fort William. It's 10 till 3 p.m. or 11 till 6 p.m. and the reason for it is a distance from the nearest airport, which is Glasgow, and that's about depends who is driving the car, but that's about, say, 2 to 3 hours drive from Glasgow up the north of Scotland. Beautiful views. Scottish Highlands are really great place for a holiday. Great scenery and a little bit of knowledge with the one-to-one. So tiny bit shorter and then I can buff it. Yes, we've got Nephis range as well. You can ski. I think it's yeah, you can ski as well. We didn't have much of the snow this year, but normally the mountains are really beautiful. Now, when filing the nails, make sure you check the shape from different directions. So it has to be this way and the other way. So now I can see I've got a wide end here. Do I do Skype? Not really. I prefer it one-to-one because, like, I do those live tutorials, I do the YouTube tutorials where you can go and have a training, like almost even for free. But it's not the same. It's not the same if I can see what kind of mistakes you do, and if I'm able to take your hand and say, look, try it this way. I don't think so the online training is as good. So definitely I wouldn't recommend a Skype training. Then I'm going to use the French on gel and my angular brush. So before we start painting, I'm always preparing my brush, so it has to have a really nice angle. And you take a tiny bit of the gel to get into your brush, and then you wrap it on the wipe. The reason for it is I want the gel to be inside the brush as well to get a nice and crisper smile lines. Okay, so that's my brush ready. I can take a buffer and just give a quick buff to my nail. So I'm using white buffer. Just to go all over it. And then we will start painting a smile line. Sorry guys, it will be quicker if I take the hand away from the screen, just for a buffing, otherwise you will see the shakes. And I think buffing is something what everyone knows how to do it, so so I'm blending maybe just some parts. I will show you more. So I'm blending nice around the cuticle area to make sure there is nothing to catch, like we don't want any product here. I'm really fussy about the shape when it comes to the stiletto. I think it's one of my favorites nail shapes. So I'm sorry, I'm going to take ages. Tiny bit more. That's it. Okay. So I cleaned the dust. Is your gel soak off? No. My gel is not a soak off. I'm not the fan of soaking off the hard product from the nails. Once my clients got the first set of the extensions, they keep it on for years. I don't take the product off from their nails. I want the natural nails to be untouched and perfect condition, so they get rebalanced every single time. So there is, I only remove product from the nails if the clients decide that they don't want to keep the service anymore. Okay, so let's start to the French. And are your acrylics courses 1-to-1? It depends. Like beginners classes, I do take it very small groups as well, but advanced trainings, I think it's more beneficial for everyone to do it as a 1-to-1. The nail art class, are you going to do your thumb? Yes, I will do my thumb as well, but then there is no point for me to show you how I'm doing so many nails. But nail art classes, I can take like even 20 people at the one time, because it's just a nail art, so you can do it with no problem. Are you going to do your hi guys. French. First and the most important thing, I just get sharper connection. Come on. Oh, there we are. Perfect. So, French. Corners of the smile line. We have to check where we want to place one corner and the other corner. So the one corner of the smile line is going to be just in here, and I place the product on. So we've got one corner done. Then the same I do with the other. I check the height of those corners. Are they exactly the same height? Yes, they are exactly the same height. And now all success about the nice and sharp smile lines is that you push the product. So you don't start paint where you want to be, but you push the product. Okay. First, V shape. So press into the V shape. And can you tell me how much your beginner's acrylic course SSR and how can I book it, please? You can private message me on this page, and I will check the dates for you. And it is £350 for a beginner's class. Okay, so I have smoothed it out, and now the most important part about the smile lines, we need to finish the middle. So I'm still pushing a little bit more to the middle into the V shape. Other side exactly the same, and then I will just push the middle, and that's the smile line done. Sorry, for the smile lines I always hold my breath because again I'm really fussy about them. And I wish to pull this finger away. Okay, focus Dorota, there we are. Okay, I can see, you can see now sharper. No. Come on. Okay guys, I just wait for a little bit better view, because I'm lost again with the view. There we are, so I'm sharp again. And oh, come on, don't play. Yep, there we are. So I'm pushing the product right in the middle. Pushing the product right in the middle. A little bit higher. Okay, so this side is done. Okay, I'll wait for the focus. I don't know, is it the wind or what, because it used to be a better connection. Okay, I can see I have to push the product a little bit more on this side, and it's good if you check it this way, and you also check it this way too, because this way you get a better view of your smile line. Okay, I wanted it to be deeper, so yes, I do use it, the tripod to hold my phone during the live. Probably would be better if someone would hold the phone for me, because the phone is right on my eyes, so it's really difficult, guys, to do this demo and to see actually what you're doing as well. I hope you forgive me any imperfections in this video. There we are, so you can see the sharpness of the smile line. Okay, so nice and sharp. I'm going to cure it now. And that's the gel we used for the smile line. Thank you, Grace. That's the smile, the way I do create the smile lines in the salon as well. And what I loved about it is that's when the clients come back for a rebalance, you've got all your structure done before you apply your smile line, so you don't have to file right down to the bottom of the nail. You're just taking off the excess of the clear top coat and you can do a rebalance. So our next step for the unicorn faded nails is to take the micro styler brush, and this is the brush which I use for most of my paintings, so does the fine liner. So I clean my brush and take those gels. Here we go. We start with the green. So the green goes on the one side. I know someone would say, like, what a point to do those white first if you are still going to put these colors. They wouldn't be as bright if you wouldn't put white first. And another thing is, like, it will be pretty difficult to do a nice smile line with those soak of gel polishes, so it's easier to do it with the French on gel, and then you just follow it as a white line. Then I'm applying the blue one. Okay, then the purple one. Then the pink one. Okay, sorry, I have to twist my body in a funny position. There we are. Okay, so we've got pink, we've got purple, blue and green. Okay, I'm just adding a tiny bit more blue in this corner. Okay, I check it. What is great doing this way when we apply it on top of the French, you can see I've got a tiny bit of the gel polish on my pink, so I'm just taking a wipe and I can wipe it off without damaging the smile line, because there is still white. Okay, so I'm wiping it off. Then the gel polish cures in 30 seconds, which is awesome. So 30 seconds cure. And then we're going to use the mermaid powder on top of it. I will also show you how to do the horn. Sorry, it's horn. My English is crap sometimes. So I'm going to show you the horn. And again, I will be using the paint on French gel for it to get this structure and a nice 3D look. But first let's do the mermaid on top. So I will apply the product on with my finger. Okay, so it's mine. No, Victoria, your English is not too bad, better than mine. So I'm applying the mermaid powder with my finger. Now I clean my finger. And I love those effects. I don't want to miss any place. How cool is that? I'm as a child when it comes to the nails. So I remove the excess of the mermaid, otherwise it will get into your top coat and you don't really want that. So make sure you remove the excess of the product. This is just a beginning of those nails. I will post the picture when they finish by midnight probably. Because it all takes time. That's the biggest trouble. Okay, so the dust is off and now I can apply the top coat. Because there is a paint on French gel and the gel polish and the mermaid, I'm going to apply the top coat twice. Tiny bit more in the place where you've got your smile line join, so you can't see this dimp. There we are. We can cure it 30 seconds, and then on the ring or the middle finger we will do this horn, and that's using the paint on French gel. And on the other finger I will paint a freehand paint a unicorn with some colorful hair and beautiful eyes. But after a cigarette break, how bad is that, huh? So it will be another live tutorial. So you've got time for toilet as well. Anyway, so we've got 2 nails this way, and then which one should I do as a horn, the 3D structure? This one or this one? This one. Yeah. Okay, we go for, yeah, I think ring finger is going to be a horn. So to do the horn, I have to apply the paint on French gel on all nail. Okay, a horn, yeah, like I think it will be good to show you guys how to do it, because I have seen on the, especially in the internet, so many of the worms instead of the horns. Some of them are a little bit too thick or like all the same size. Now, sorry, I have to concentrate around the cuticle area, so we push the product to it, so it's nice and even. Push the product nice and even. Cool. Okay, a bit fussy in the corner here. Cool. Thank you for the break. Yeah, we will do the break before I start painting the unicorn with the acrylic paints. With cute eyes and a beautiful hair. Okay, I have to cure this one in now, and it's going to be a 30 seconds cure, and then using my magic microstyler brush, which you can get from my website www.nailperfect.net. As a must-have, it's $6.99, but it's a really must-have for every nail technician. Now, the horn. We have to start with the thickest one, and it's not straight, it just curves a little bit, and then we're going for the thinnest ones. So can you please do edge shape next time, Patricia? I possibly could do it. To be honest, the biggest fan of the stiletto nails. I think I could maybe do a butterfly shape or a triangle shape or any other shapes. Like, I'm not really a fan of the edge nails, but I know Agnieszka do love those shape of the nails, so maybe we push her to do the live video. Okay, now I'm going to flash cure it. You don't want this product to be over too thick, because then it looks so heavy and like a worm, really, not like a horn. Okay, so that's a flash cure done. Then you have to leave some gap. Okay, so we've got a second row. Cure it again. It's a really flash cure, just so the product doesn't run. I have done a similar tutorial on how to do the shell manicure. There we are, flash cure done. Let's go with the next one. So you can see that the shape is there, but it's not thick, not as thick like, and is I think doing it with the builder gel is a little bit too much. Okay, focus, there we are, nice and sharp. And you can also see they are not going straight. Okay. Focus, focus. How could I improve it? I will put something here, guys. I think the camera will touch it better than just white. Okay, I'm cured. That's it. It's really to freeze the gel. So you can see the shape is there, like it has the structure, but it's not looking heavy. Okay, and the first one at the top was the thickest one, and then they are the thinnest ones. Cool. Okay, I'm going to flash cure it, and then I will stop the nail against something maybe black, so you could really see the structure of it. So the gel I have used for it was the paint on French gel, and that's the gel which I use for everything. So does the paint on foil design gel. It is great for chromes, it is great for a foil. So I have to, before I apply a mermaid on top of it, I have to clean my fingers a little bit and dry them out. So, cool. 10 seconds and then I can apply the mermaid powder on. But before I do so, I will show you the structure of the horn. So, okay, so you can, there we are, you can see it, the structure. Okay, I didn't apply too much, that's a nice view now. I didn't apply, my hands are shaking, I didn't apply too much of the product because you don't want to get it done with the builder gel. A builder gel is too thick and it's taking too long time to massage it and to level it out. So paint on French gel is the best solution for the horn effect. If you want to use the mermaid powder, if you want to use like a chrome chameleon powders, I would suggest to go for a paint on black foil design gel. Oh, that would be awesome. The chameleon horn. But you can see, like, yeah, so they go from the thickest to the thinnest and a little bit curved, so they are not straight. Thank you, Sam. That's not a finish. In the middle one, we're going to paint a real unicorn with some beautiful eyes and beautiful hairs, like a rainbow. But let's put some mermaid powder into the horn. So, oh my gosh. Ah. Sorry, I'm less a kid sometimes. Hope you love it at the same like I do. So, thank you, Patricia. But yeah, when it comes to stiletto, as I says, I am really so fussy that I want to still do some freehand painting. Ah! Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm horrible. So I removed the excess of the powder. That's so cool. Let's find the better view again. You can see the structure is so light, like they don't look heavy and they not worms, yeah? So I remove the excess of the mermaid powder. And because we have to apply a top coat on it, you have to make sure you drag the top coat in between the rows, because you don't want to put the top coat on it and then the 3D effect is gone. Yes, no worms. So the way I'm going to apply the top coat is going to be a side way. Okay, I'm not putting the top coat this way, it is going to be a side way. Loving the powder you use. Thank you, Jill. A mermaid powder. And I'm loving mermaids too. It's awesome, especially for a unicorn nails. Absolutely awesome. So the top coat follow the shape of the horn, because otherwise we will lose the 3D effect. But you want this effect to be really nice and gentle. You don't want to like a Kilimanjaro of the sculpted building gel on them. So now I'm just putting a tiny bit of more top coat, following the shape of the horn and making sure there is not too much in these corners. Cool, cute it. Now I've got questions. So awesome. I think that's the prettiest unicorn horn I have seen. I wasn't wanting to try this till I saw this video. And I think that's the reason why I done this video, to be honest, because everyone talks about the unicorn nails, like unicorn, unicorn. And then when I was searching for some pictures for inspirations, it was like, nope, I do really don't like it. I wouldn't want to wear it on my nails. It is too thick, it is too heavy. So I thought, no, I have to do a video so people will start doing it a little bit different way. Not build your gels, but paint on gels. So they give a nice structure. Now, which powder did you use? It is on your website. Now, I don't have the powder listed on the website, but I need to find the time to put all the product on the website. But you could private message me and I could send you the powder. It's $3.50 for a box. So do you think the apex is big enough? On my nails, yes. The apex, like, it cannot be huge. You can see that I've got apex, like, and my apex is huge. I mean huge, it's not huge. I do really a small apex, but I will explain on this nail. It comes out nice and it comes out nice and even around the cuticle area. That's my apex starting here, exactly there, and then comes out nice and straight. I don't want those huge apex, like the correct structure is the way how I file it. The apex doesn't look big, but in general, if I would cut this nail here, it will be really nice and thick, like inside. It is really thick inside. At the edges, at the free edge, and around the cuticle area is extremely thin, because you want the product to be nicely blend in, so when it grows out, you cannot see the growth. Like you cannot... there is hardly any product here around the cuticle area, but then the apex is still there. Another thing, they are the more like a competition nails or a nail technician nails. They definitely not an everyday set. Okay, so that's how they look so far. And now I'm thinking of a quick break, say 2 minutes, because I need to prepare. Okay, 5 minutes, I'm lying. So we do a quick 5 minutes break and then we start painting a unicorn. Okay, it is going to be an acrylic paint unicorn. They look lovely. I could wear them exactly. It is nice to be not too big, but they should be strong for fall. you wouldn't do those kind of nails on the clients. Like I will, do I cut? No, I can't cut them, but I will do some video when I cut the nails, and I will show like how extremely thin they look. But when I cut them in this place, they're so thick, like there is really so many millimeters of the products to keep them strong. And that's like why we put why I put quite a lot of product right in the middle as well. So nothing too much around the cuticle area, because then it looks so fake, but you still have to have your strength. Okay, I'm doing a quick break, and now I'm not going to disconnect this video, so you can watch. Actually, I show you something else. Oh gosh, I'm bad for breaks, eh? But I want everyone so can run like quickly to, I don't know, toilets, grab the tea or coffee, because with the painting it's going to take us quite a long time as well, because we need to put a unicorn in here. So these gels are awesome for those kind of unicorn nails, and that's the colors of them. I also actually give you my business card for those ones which don't want a break, or they just join us in, but I need a quick break because I've got my acrylic paints downstairs, so I need to grab them in, and we'll be back in about 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, so you go to take a break as well, grab yourself a coffee, because it's going to be a long painting tutorial. Okay guys, you can hear some noises, that's me back. So I will wait for everyone to get back as well. I'm going to close this stuff and tidy up my desk to give you a time to come back as well. What base foundation gel did you use? I have used the Secret Pink Camouflage Gel. It's a really nice color. Oh, sorry, I need to catch my breath. Was running quickly. Then a clear one to build the skeleton. And the Sculpting Soft Pink. Okay. Now, what I'm doing now is I'm tidying up my desk quickly. And I'm going to take out the acrylic paints because we're going to freehand paint the unicorn. So I give you a time to come back as well. Then I grab my acrylic paints. I love them. And unicorn, we definitely need some pink. We need some white. We need some blue. We need some yellow. And we need some purple. For sure we need purple. We need purple. We need black. And the stuff to help my black paint good. We need different type of purple. Yep, different type of purple. There we are. So that's the acrylic paints I'm going to use. And we're going to paint a unicorn. I just clean my desk. I can see that's everyone is almost back. I believe it will take a long time because again I will be really fussy with the detail. Now products which I'm needing is my brush, a cool one, sign it, do not touch. Oh, you back as well. Cool. And again, my lovely pieces of the foil and the baby wipes. Cool, baby wipes. Now guys, I will also check, is it better for you if I go, what do you think? Is it better for you if it's over the black background? Or do you prefer those kind of background? I think this background is better. Okay, doesn't matter, ignore the black. I wasn't supposed to actually show how I'm free painting because that might be difficult because I'm holding my breath. I stopped my shaky hands because they do really shake. But I will do it for you. So I'm squeezing out my paints and flesh a skin color. We're going to need, that's a number 015 flesh. It's awesome. I can see everyone is back now. Okay, so let's start. So squeezing out the paints and we're using a flesh and a little bit of pink. Oh, this one is almost over. And a bit of white. Cool. So I've got a tiny bit of water. And I need to plan my composition. So I will clean my nail from the dust. Okay, and here we are going to paint a lovely unicorn. Okay, nice and clean. There we are. Focus, okay, Dorota, focus. So I need to put the camera higher up then. Oh. Cool. Okay, don't shake. Yes, because now I can see and you guys can see. Okay, so the unicorn face. I'm mixing white with the flesh pink. And you can see how long I'm preparing my brush, how long I'm preparing my paint, but it's just so everything works nice and good. And I'm going to indicate where the eyes is going to be, because that's a focus point. This is going to be a huge, beautiful eye. And I'm filling up this eye with white. Then I'm starting painting the shape of the unicorn face. I will have to probably correct the shape a few times before I get it right. So this is going to be a chin. Then this is going to be a nose. And the head. Now I can start coloring it. Move hand up. I wish to grab this hand away so I can paint. Is it better now? No, it's the camera which is not focusing. Cool. Thank you, Victoria. There we are. I knew it, it is going to be a hard tutorial. So you can see I'm correcting the shape because this is too slim here. That's better. Then I need some ear. Sorry guys, I need to check the shape of it. And the neck. So I'm adding a tiny bit of the pink now to it because I want the shadow to be there. Okay, I'm perfecting his face. Now I'm start painting eyes. So I need a purple. And I use two different ones. And then we need the black. And I show you something else what I use. It's black paint concentrate. This way my black can be really fine lines because it gives it's concentrating your black paint. Okay, so messy me. So I'm adding water to it and I'm mixing my black paint. You can see I'm rolling my brush into a really nice point, so this way I can paint the eye. So that's my paint ready. And I can paint eye. Okay, now I'm going to do the lash line. Come on, focus camera. Dobra. Patka, dzięki. Okay, I have to pull the camera higher up because otherwise the comments are disturbing you guys to see. No, I have to pull this camera and cut closer. Here we are. Okay, that's better now, yeah? Yay! This is really so detailed work, like that's, I like to take my time on. Okay, and the rest has to be filled up with purple, so I clean my brush and take the purple, the lighter one, and a tiny bit of the darker one. I want his eye to be open a little bit in this place, so I'm adding white. Mixing purple with a tiny bit of black to do the nose. And his face. Purple mixed with the flash. For the shadow in the ear. And now I will paint some, I'm going to paint some hair and the horn. For the hair, I'm going to use the blue, green and pop, the same like we done in here. Just so they're matching. Purple I've got, and lots of pink I need. What size? Thank you, Sammy and Christine. I normally for a painting I use either the micro styler 40, and that's a really fine brush. Today I have used it for the gel, and then for the acrylic paint, but again you can use it for the gels as well, as the fine liner from the Nail Perfect. And yes, I do sell those brushes. The grey one, the micro styler 40, is $6.99, and then this one is $14.99, and you can get all the product I'm actually using from the website, which is www.nailperfect.net. So the blue here starts first. And they are going to be almost everywhere. Blue mixed with yellow gives me a nice green. Oh, he wants, this unicorn is going to have some hair on the face too. Sorry guys, I have to put it the nail a little bit away from the screen just because I'm going to paint around the face. Okay. Okay, we need lots of pink now and a purple. Because you could paint also that with the gels as well. I just quite like acrylic paint, so. Well, I'm painting all his hair. Okay, we need to also finish the horn to make it look better. And what I will do is I will use a tiny bit of the purple just to indicate the places where the shadows are. Like pink mixed with purple. Now, if we want the hair to be more realistic, I would take my brush and I would do lots of highlights and lowlights. So I take my white, and just in few places I will show you how I usually do it. So this is just to show the curls. And then I will probably play with it a little bit more, so I'm happy for the pictures. But I'm glad you have joined me in for today, and I hope you have enjoying watching this video. I will try to do a little bit more live videos when I've got some time, and will always let you know beforehand. So that's the set we have done today. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.